How important is your job title to you? In the past, they used to signify levels of seniority and experience, but now are being used as fodder negotiation tactics by companies looking to hire. It's a competitive job market out there for both the employee and the employer who's looking to hire. But with shrinking hiring budgets, companies are looking to get a little bit creative with that job title on paper. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome to Circling Back, a segment where I cover the trending news and stories around the world of work and share how you can grow your career along the way. If we haven't met before, my name is Josh. I'm a leadership development trainer who has written for Harvard Business Review and also been featured in Business Insider and LinkedIn News. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to make sure that you're up to date with the latest content. This week, I read a Bloomberg article titled, "Big sounding job titles are feeding egos in tight labor market." Right off the bat, I have to start by saying, if a company is trying to feed your ego at the very start of the professional relationship you're building with them, that is a huge red flag. The piece talks about how job title inflation has started to become common in a tight labor market. Roles such as the director title have now become diluted to the senior level title in job descriptions. The piece cites data from analytics firm LinkUp showing that the number of open positions with the word senior in the title grew by 57% from the start of the pandemic to this spring. It also pokes fun at financial services and law firms by showing that the number of VPs that work at Goldman Sachs and all of the partner positions at law firms without any equity stake in them. Yes, you can negotiate job titles. It's not commonly talked about in compensation packages, but if the company likes you enough and you provide enough value, job titles are on the table. But should you take it? Think about the new proposed job title and the responsibilities. See if they match up. If they're willing to fold so quickly on the job title, it could be indicative of a weak or even non-existing career ladder at that organization. When it comes to a job's title and description, there are 3 key elements to pay attention to. But before I talk about those, just a quick note that I send out a leadership newsletter to over 3,200 professionals, receiving leadership insights and career advice every Friday. Become a better leader today and subscribe using the link in the description. Okay, so now let's talk about 3 key areas to pay attention to when looking at job titles and their description. 1. Stay clear and concise. Avoid confusing, fun, or even creative titles. You might see roles titled ninja, evangelist, guru during your search. Sure, sounds fun, but stick with titles that are clear and concise, something that could easily translate well later down the road. Chances are you're going to want to work somewhere else in your career and not just that one company. So you have to make sure that you pick a job title or stay in a role that's easy to understand on a resume from a recruiter's point of view. If you're being offered something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, this is your opportunity and chance now to start negotiating for something that's a little bit more common and that could be helpful and friendly for future use in different job searches. 2. Be honest with your job leveling. If you're early in your career and you're being offered titles that have the word senior or director in it, be honest with yourself. Think about what might be appropriate for the type of role you're going after. I get it. It's easy to ignore mediocre pay when you have a fancy job title, but keeping high-level job titles that don't match your responsibilities only leads to disappointment in the future when you find jobs that will not match those job titles that you currently have. As stated in the Bloomberg piece, once you accept an inflated title at your company, it's hard to go back. Recruiters will scrutinize your experience, and future employers will question your legitimacy. Does that sound like something you want to go through? 3. Focus on learning and growth opportunities. You want to be in an environment where you can learn new skills, practice it in a new environment, and hopefully get some results from it. This is what translates into better roles and promotions. Ask about these elements in your interviews, and seek out roles that will offer you growth opportunities. Experience matters more than just a job title. To close out, I want to remind all of you that negotiations don't just stop after you've accepted the job. Everything is a negotiation. High visibility work, collaboration with your manager, growth opportunities, and promotion paths. All of these are negotiations you might find one day within your organization. Don't stop just because you have the job. You are your #1 advocate, and you have to fight for your growth every single day. That's all I have for this segment of Circling Back. What are your thoughts on inflated job titles? Have you negotiated one or have you taken one before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss one of the latest segments. Until next time, keep on learning.